Hi, my name is Amanda Escamilla, and today we're going to be making Frito Pies. So first we're going to prepare the ground beef that we have. We're going to brown it in this pot here that I've put a little bit of oil. So here we have some fresh ground beef. We have about 2 pounds here. So we have a nice hot pan. We're going to go ahead and toss this in there. All right. So this ground beef here, we're going to have it brown just a bit. Probably about 3/4 all the way in. All right, great. Our meat is now brown, and I think we're going to go ahead and drain it now. Now it's just a quick drain because we do want to retain some of the liquids for flavor and to continue cooking. So that should be sufficient. So now that it's drained, we'd like to add some salt and pepper, okay, to go ahead and season it, start seasoning it. We have a little bit of minced garlic here, which is probably going to do a nice helping, maybe a couple of tablespoons at this point. We would like some chili powder, a couple of tablespoons will do nice. And let's go ahead and add our vegetables as well. So we have about a medium-sized pepper. We have a medium-sized onion, minced, very well chopped, as well as fresh tomatoes and a little bit of jalapeno, very well chopped as well, minced. We're going to go ahead and mix it all together until the vegetables are translucent and cooked well through. Make sure that we want to bring the heat back up to medium high. And I think that if there are large pieces of ground beef, then just break them up with your spoon. All right, now that we have the meat is brown, we've put some vegetables in there. They're cooking, they're getting translucent. The onions, you can see that they are. It is a good time to continue the seasoning of the meat. So we're going to go ahead and add the cumin and the other spices that are very necessary. So we have cumin here, okay? And then we have a little bit of New Mexican chili powder. That has a little bit of more of a bite. And then this is some paprika. And then just a little more black pepper. And then, of course, some oregano. Let's go ahead and add 2 bay leaves. So for spices, that'll do it. And then we're going to go ahead and also we're going to add the tomatoes. We have canned tomatoes that are diced, and those are really nice to add to the chili. And I'm going to include the juices of the tomato as well. So I think it's really optional to the person who's, whatever you would like to do. Maybe you want to add a can, or you can do a can and a half. Just depends on how much tomato you want in it. You don't want to overpower it, but you want it to combine well. And I think that this is a very good place to be. Okay, now that the meat is nice and well incorporated with spices, we're going to go ahead and add the beans. And by the way, these beans are frijoles a la charra. You can use any kind of bean you'd like. Sometimes people like to use black beans, kidney beans. There's all kinds of beans. But again, I like to use these frijoles a la charra that are made with pinto beans. And so this is about 2 cups. I'm going to use the entire juice and everything so that it adds more flavor. So at this stage, you can just let it simmer for about another 30 minutes, an hour, or you could transfer it to a crock pot and let it go there. You could keep it all day on low and serve it right out of there. But either way, you'd be ready for your Frito Pies. The Frito Pie is a very popular item that is eaten. It's kind of a fair food item that people have at either baseball games or football games or at the carnival, and that's how I grew up eating them. So it's something that we have very typically in Texas, And I should say that there's a rivalry around who created the Frito pie. Some people say that it was created in Texas, and then some people say it was created in New Mexico. Well, I have to just say, I'm not sure who created it, but we equally enjoy them. So let's start by assembling them right now. So I like to just take the bag, and I like to slit the side, okay? And then just take a ladle of some warm chili, whether you'll have it in a crock pot or in a pot like this, and then you just go ahead and ladle it right into the bag. And so I would say for a bag like this, a couple of ladles will do you just fine. So also the amount of cheese that goes into it is also your preference. And then of course a little bit of onion. So that's really the way to go. And then you want to just serve it with a spoon. Go ahead, put a spoon on the side, and you put a napkin, and you're ready to go.